Welcome to Prep TV News, coming to you from Passaic Preparatory Academy in Passaic, New Jersey. And now your host, Bryan Perez.
Here are our top stories. Although seniors are on similar paths, in 6 months they will all walk in different directions. Which path will they take? Prep TV examines what students and staff members have to say about social media and how it radically changed their lives. Our first story focuses on seniors and their plans for the future, whether students are planning to go to college or if they have other plans for themselves. Prep TV News examines the diverse paths in which these students will take in 6 months. Here's Veronica Sanchez with the report.
As fall enters winter, prep seniors are starting to make larger and take larger steps toward the future. For some students, their fall-winter season involves college essays, asking teachers for references, and applying to colleges or academic alternatives. However, not every senior plans on attending college. Their plans can be taking a gap year, going to trade school, or getting a job. Prep seniors have all kinds of plans for next year. Here are just a few.
I see myself going to college, graduating, and hopefully I will go to John Jay.
I think I'm going to be in Perez, baking. Baking?
I see myself in college, not sure exactly where, specifically in a nursing program.
I see myself going to college, majoring in criminal justice and with the minor in pre-law, and working to become a lawyer.
I want to advance with my DJ, and I want to DJ all over the place, get my name well known, and also able to DJ out of state properly.
12 months from now, I'll probably be in trade school studying.
I see myself in college, probably playing college basketball because I want to go professional.
As you can see, prep seniors will be going in many different directions in a few months. Teachers and counselors have offered students assistance in the classroom, applying to colleges and trade schools, and even looking for jobs when it comes to planning their future. Ms. Fontalvo, a counselor here at Prep, offers advice and assistance to each student despite diverse plans and ideas. What do you believe is the hardest part of senior year for students?
I think the hardest part emotionally is just knowing that it's going to end this year and the close of the chapter, and the uncertainty of the future can be pretty intimidating.
What advice would you offer to this year's seniors?
The real world can be scary, but it could also be a lot of fun. So no matter what happens, just keep going, never stop.
Do you believe that the choices the seniors make now will pave their future?
I think that you can make the future whatever you want it to be. So if you are absolutely certain that what you want right now, you're going to want in 10 years, do it, live for it, go for it, live your best life. But if you don't know, that's still okay, because 10 years from now, you can still change your mind and you can still start over. You can always reset your life at any point that you can. So just do whatever feels right for you. The only thing I really do recommend is to never limit yourself any opportunities in the future.
Prep has hosted many colleges in the auditorium to help students build their college search. Within 7 months, students finally have chosen their next path. Whether they're academic or not, each student has their own idea of what is coming next for them.
Next up, after years of sleepless nights and hours on a screen, students and teachers were asked about how they use social media and the impact that it has on their lives. Here's Veronica Sanchez with the report.
No matter where you go, every student has some kind of social media account.
Whether you post a picture on Instagram or scroll through TikTok, there's always something to do online.
Social media allows you to do whatever you want, whether it's dancing, making edits, or posting relatable videos.
However, with every new app, there's a new trend that follows it.
TikTok is an example of having different audio sounds, songs, and dances go viral. Yet, these trends are constantly changing. How can we keep up with it?
Let's ask how prep students feel about their online presence. What's your most used social media app?
Oh, it has to be TikTok.
Instagram.
Instagram?
Instagram.
Probably Instagram. TikTok, definitely.
I think it's TikTok.
TikTok, in between TikTok and Instagram, actually.
How much time do you spend on social media?
Like 2 hours a day? No, not even. Probably like more.
9 out of 10 times I'm on social media.
I think like an hour or so.
Probably like 3 hours a day.
3 hours.
I'll say about like 30 hours a day, I guess. TikTok, most of the day because I got nothing else to do.
Teachers often have different thoughts on what their students are into.
I don't have any social media accounts. I refuse to go on Facebook, MySpace, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Like, people just do all these dances all the time. Like, no. It causes more harm than good.
I think social media can be a real problem with students. I think it can lead to a lot of anxiety because students are comparing themselves to other people that they see, and everyone's putting out the most polished version of themselves, which may or may not be the reality.
Whether you use it by following an online trend or doing your own thing, social media will always be there to stay.
For all you sports fans, we spotlight girls wrestling. Here's anchor Antonio Carrera.
Passaic's girls wrestling program enters its second year of existence, and Passaic Prep has been a major factor in its success.
The girls wrestling team was just a thought in some minds until Coach Michael Lightfoot brought it to fruition last year when he created the team. How did you manage to gain interest from girls to start a wrestling team?
So the way that I got girls interested in wrestling is that I asked about 1,000 different girls if they wanted to wrestle, and 975 said no. Right now, there's about 25 girls signed up, and that's all it takes is wanting to wrestle. The reason I took this endeavor on is because I believe that there were girls out there that did want to wrestle.
What do you think the team should be able to accomplish this season as opposed to last year?
I think this year, one of the hardest things about the sport of wrestling is being a first-year wrestler. Fortunately, you only have to do that once. So we got a nice group of girls who are coming back with some experience. And even the new wrestlers coming on this year, this year they're going to have experienced girls to wrestle with.
A majority of the roster are prep athletes. This close connection between wrestlers builds chemistry, which adds to the overall benefit from the sport.
Why are so many wrestlers from Passaic Prep?
I think that's just because of the influence that Coach Lightfoot has on us. I feel like he's a person who's like always very communicative with other people. He's always open to talking to other girls, and he's always been the type of person to like keep on recruiting people throughout the season.
I think last year, since it was like a new sport, not many people knew what wrestling was going to be about. And this year, I guess more girls are being known for being wrestlers. And I think it's a cool thing. So I think that's why they started joining.
The chemistry the team has should translate into their matches. They're really dedicated to working on their craft.
What kind of precedent do you think that athletes will set being one of the first girls wrestling teams in Passaic?
I think it just starts, I hope that it just, starts a culture that this is just something that you can do. Right now it's like, oh wow, it's a girls wrestling team, which is nice, but the reason it's that way is because this opportunity has been denied, from the girls for so long. Hopefully it just becomes a normal thing where like, oh yeah, girls wrestling team, they have that everywhere.
This is Antonio Carrera reporting for Prep TV News.
Next up, Prep seniors at Sleepy Hollow, New York, where students were able to explore the site and enjoy their time in New York, learning new information about the American author and the writer of the Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Here's Diego Nazario with the report.
Sleepy Hollow is where the iconic Washington Irving legend, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, takes place. The legend says the Headless Horseman is roaming across the world to find its next victim. Students were allowed to enter Washington Irving's house and see the inside of his home. They got the chance to walk through the halls, his office and kitchen, and the dining area. As well, we could see the beautiful scenery outside. The Hudson River was known as Mohe Konuk to the Mohicans, translated to Great Waters Constantly in Motion. In 1609, the river was named after the Englishman Henry Hudson. Students had the chance to roam around Washington Irving's property and see other buildings, as in ice storage and abandoned walk trails. A puppet show was shown to the students as they continued walking around the area. Prep students enjoyed their time at Sleepy Hollow. Rumors say that if Washington Irving was to come back as a ghost, he would return as a friendly ghost. Ooh. This is Diego Nazario reporting for Prep TV News.
And that's the Prep TV News Report. Tune in for more news from Passaic Preparatory Academy in the days to come. I'm Bryan Perez Mejia. See you on the next Prep TV News.